welcome back to my channel. As I'm adjusting, my screen's gonna get a little dark, but I hope you guys are staying safe. A lot of people is receiving bad weather, and Kansas, Missouri is not excluded from that. But I want to talk about what I'm going to accomplish this year, what I hope to accomplish in my martial arts journey. As much as I love strength and power and great cardio, I don't love great cardio. I need great cardio, but I have better cardio than most people my size. It's flexibility and really working on keeping my core and hitting from my core, punching with my core, joint manipulation with my core. That's something I am working on very much, and my sensei, who focus on internal energy a lot, very mystic stuff. A lot of people laugh at, but my God, what he says is so true, and you have more power coming from your core. I don't quite understand all the mystic stuff and reaching from your center, and I visualize it in my mind, but I don't quite know it in my. I know more than the average, and it's true. You have more power when you have that chi, wherever you want to call it. It really is true to that, because I've done jiu-jitsu, and I've had 4 teachers that kind of talk the same way. Maybe not as mystic as in internalizing your power, your internal energy, but very much about relaxation, using your core and smoothly doing the movement. And you have more power. You have less power when you punch with a lot of muscle strength. That is the secret, because you can punch hard, but eventually you gonna burn out, and then your punches gonna lose power, and you gonna get knocked out. I've seen it a couple of times. I want to fight that way with somebody who was just a hard puncher, but I weighed him out. Then he got tired, and I started picking my spots, because I didn't go as hardcore as he did. Unless you have great cardio, you prepare for them hard punches, but you have to be soft and hard at the same time. That is the key to great martial arts. I also want to work on being well-rounded with ground fighting, Aikido, karate, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I want to blend that more and more and more. I'm going to do something, and I've been hinting last year what I'm going to do. I'm going to start teaching part-time martial arts to kids and women, and maybe some adults. I don't know what my curriculum going to be, because I'm not going to be one style. I'm going to be everything that I've been training for the last 10 years. So Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Sambo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, American Kempo Jiu-Jitsu, karate, Shininju karate, Shotokan karate, Filipino martial arts, Muay Thai. I've done a little bit of everything. Not a master of none, but I'm going to teach it. And one thing, for many years, I didn't want to teach it because, one, I felt like I was good enough, and then two, It's one thing to do it, it's another thing to teach somebody how to do it. Because I can do it doesn't mean I can tell you how to do it. So this is good training for me to teach somebody, and in return, it strengthens my martial arts because I gotta know what I'm talking about, right? When I tell you. So I have a name, but I gotta register. But all of this is money, but I'm working on that. I hope to start teaching, 2 times a week. By spring, summer at the latest, and then I'm gonna go from there. And I'll work on building my business and all that stuff. I've been getting help with how to teach, I help teach on Mondays in one of my styles. So I've been working on my timing and the way I do it. What I'm hoping with my martial arts, what I want to be is a lot more peaceful, but I want to be a lot more assertive. Naturally, I'm not when I do my martial art, I'm not an aggressive, assertive person. I'm a defensive fighter, and I look for my punches because I just like it that way. When you fight out of anger, you kind of lose yourself and you defeat the purpose of martial arts. You need a little bit of anger to kind of, not get knocked out, but you should not be an angry fighter because it's gonna make you sloppy and you're gonna do something and you're gonna mess up. So when you watch UFC fighters, especially like Diaz brothers, when he used to go the person to do something, or like this jerk with the Make America Great hat on, and I'm saying, I'm not being political, I just know him by the hat, but he talk a lot of game and he want to be Conor McGregor, but he keep losing. What Conor McGregor was so good was he got into their mind. Except Khabib, he's a different type of animal, but he got in their mind and he messed them up. But if you watch his fights, when he wins, he's always calm. He's goading them, but he's himself is calm, and he realized making them angry gonna make them a sloppy fighter. So I want to be a better overall fighter. Three of my senseis say that you can get more powerful as you age, and I know that to be true because my sensei seem like both of them can punch harder now than ever. I'm not giving them a pass, I'm just telling you the truth. Their punches is much harder, much harder, much harder than 5 years ago, I tell you that. So I hope I become that way, real calm, real chill. I'm gonna end this story with this. I was watching Mortal Kombat called Blind Something, and I'm not gonna ruin the movie. It's on HBO, and I love animation, like DC animation. I think it's real good. But Mortal Kombat got good animation too, and it was a lot of using your chi, using your energy, stop fighting angry, but use your power. Use your senses, but don't rely on your skills. Real mystic stuff, but it makes Mortal Kombat, Raiden and Sub-Zero and Scorpion. You know, their real mystic power, all that stuff. Which, even though it's animation, it's some truth to it. There's some really truth to that mystic stuff. But in a way, I want to tap into that more and more and more and get better, and be one with the ground, you know. But I want to be a better fighter. I want to be able to punch with more power. I want to have more flexibility. I want to have good cardio, and I want to use more internal power than physical punching power. So it's nothing wrong with being powerful and puncher, but like some of the greats, you may have a puncher chance and you have knockout power, but if you don't have good fundamentals, you're gonna get knocked out. And what make Mike Tyson so great, he had knockout power, but he worked on the fundamentals and he worked on the calmness, but he did not rely on his punching power. He relied on good chemistry and good kinetics, and with his power, and he came from his core, because when you punch, it's from your stomach. It's never from your arms. If you punch with your arm, you're gonna get your arm broke. That I know from 10 years of doing martial arts. You got to connect your whole body to draw a right hook or a jab or a straight punch or a step-in punch or a reverse punch. You gotta use your whole body. Every boxer will tell you that. Every martial arts style is gonna tell you you gotta use your whole body. So in karate, it's the same thing. We use our core. Use your core for everything. It's going to knock out whoever. So, but anyway, I did a whole lot of talking, but I haven't done a martial art conversation video in a while. So the big takeaway from me blabbing my mouth is, I want to be a better martial artist. I want to be more calmer, but still more assertive. And I want to take the fight from a person where they see me move, they are already scared because I'm in their mind, but I'm calm. And then I want to have good body chemistry and connection. I may not be the strongest person anymore, especially like it was 10 years ago when I was a huge weight, I lift weights very hardcore, but I have more power than I did 10 years ago by far. But it's always things to work on. So I want to be a better fighter. I'm gonna start teaching it because I want to get better. So to get better is you teach somebody else. So I'm finally teaching after 5 years. People asking me to teach, and honestly, I did talk for about 6 months at the YMCA, but they closed down. Well, I left because I needed more money, and then also they closed down because of COVID. So that is what I'm working on. Have a good one.